Hey Flosstube, this is Veronica with Night Stitch, and today I'm going to be doing some cleaning of some threads, smoke smelling. So I'm going to soak the threads in water with some Oxi Clean, and I have done this before, and so I know that it worked for the threads that I used. So I'm gonna now record what I did. So I have here the materials that I used the last time I did this. I have the Oxi Clean chlorine-free color-safe version versatile stain remover. It has no dye and no perfume, so that it won't make your threads change colors, and it won't make them smell like anything. It'll just be fragrance-free. I have a notepad and a pen, which I'll show you what that's for later. I have my threads, I have a measuring cup, and a tub to soak the threads in. So what I'm going to do first is take my measuring cup and fill it with 2 cups of water. And then I'm going to microwave it on 2 minutes and 30 seconds so that it's warm. One other thing I forgot to tell you to get is some sort of mixing thing. This is just a spoon I got from a local frozen yogurt company here. Okay, so after you microwave the water, take the Oxi Clean and I used on the scoop, there's numbers that you can't see very well, but or letters, I guess. So this one's got A, B, C, and D. I find that it works better if you look through a light, like there's a window right there, so it's shining through so I can see the lines. But I was filling up to the A line, which is just the very first line on the bottom here. And I found that was enough to do so then you just pour Oxi Clean in your tub. Okay, and then once the Oxi Clean's in the tub, take your water and you pour it in. And you can take your little mixing utensil and smooth out the powder so it dissolves into the water. Once the Oxi Clean's dissolved into the water, it'll kind of look like that. So you'll know that it's ready for soaking. The next step is your threads are ready. I'm gonna take out these threads. This is Iris number 398, and take the labels off of it, and then I just put them in like this. So don't unwind it or anything, just put it in as flat as you can, and then use your little tool that you use to mix it to push the thread down into the mixture so that it's all in there, so that it has the chance to be soaked. And I've only been doing one color at a time so I don't get colors mixed up, especially since I did have a bag where I had multiple shades of the same color. So plus, I didn't want to fill my tub so far that it was too crammed. I found with my tub, I can put 4 skeins in comfortably. So that's what it looks like with all the threads soaked in there. And then now I'm going to use the notepad and the pen. So I'm going to take the label from the thread and copy the number down on the notepad along with the brand name of the thread. And I mean, you don't have to do the brand name if all of your threads are the same, or you know which like brand it is, obviously. But I had a mixture of stuff in here. Some were DMC, some were Iris, and some were Sullivan, so I just didn't want to get them confused. So then I would write down that, and then I would write how many skeins I had. So then it just like that, and then I'd set a timer for 15 minutes to soak the threads, and then I'll come back and show you how I dry them. It has been 15 minutes, and so I am back to show you how I rinsed off these threads. So I just take them out. I'm just rinsing them under some warm-ish water. And I just hold them straight up and down. Because I find that that helps the thread not get tangled. And then I give it a little bit of a squeeze, and then so now it's just damp. So the way that I dried the threads was I took just a wire hanger, and these are tiny little clothespins. I got them from the scrapbook section at any craft store. They're like embellishments, but... So then I clip them onto the thing, the hanger. And then I just take the thread and try to find the loop part of it where the skein has been wound, and then I try to get as much as I can of the same, like this, to put on. Sometimes it takes some finagling, but otherwise it's not too big of a deal. But then you just hook the thing over like this, and then that's how I've been hanging them to dry. So, and then I just repeat that with all the skeins in the tub. This is the tub that had the blue in it, and the water is clear as far as color goes, so I've found that I concluded that none of the dye was lost with this method.